Hello everyone, this is Linkmus Prime, and today we're taking a look at a figure that I have been having a hard time finding, but I finally got my hands on it. We are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Commander Class Armada Optimus Prime. This figure is an absolute beast, and I mean beast. In terms of the vehicle mode, this figure just captures his on-screen anime look perfectly. Now, firstly, taking a look at the trailer, this does pretty much capture that same exact look that we got on the original toy of this particular character, and especially from his anime appearance. With you get all the blue, you get the gray, you get the Autobot logo on the side, you get some painted silver here, lots and lots of molded detail, and I mean lots. There's a lot of molded detail here. We get some stuff here on the back. I'm not the biggest fan of how this looks, mainly just because this is where everything kind of clips in. These are like the clips and stuff, so that's visible. And then this is just a crotch. This entire thing is just a crotch plate in super mode, so there's that, I guess. The entire cannon just attaches to the top, and I think that looks really cool. And you get some more detail in here. And this is all painted too. I love the way that looks. All those like little painted dots in there. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. The underneath is just a bunch of junk. You get these little parts right here that are actually like guns. They flip up, but you can flip them down to like have the trailer like standing by itself when you don't have the cab plugged in. You get some treads, which on the back, which is a very interesting look in my opinion. You do get wheels on the bottom too. These treads don't actually move, which I think would have been cool, especially considering there's a commander class figure. And you look at figures from like 2015, like Megatron, for example, he had like actual treads, and that was like a $50 leader class. So I don't know. I wish these were a little bit. I wish these were real. However, I do know that rubber has a thing of deteriorating over time. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is for the best. Yeah, this is for the best. But yeah, overall, really, really cool looking trailer. This thing is massive. It is a chunker. But yeah, and now moving on from the trailer, I do want to take a quick look at the cab, and this cab looks, and it's rolling on me. Don't. There we go. There. Stay. Anyways, so the cab looks absolutely amazing. He does have a massive, massive bed. I've never seen a bed this massive on a truck. Then again, this truck is not a real truck. This does not exist in real life. If it did, holy crap. But yeah, this captures his look perfectly in terms of the cab section. You get the Autobot logo on the top. This is actually removable. I'm just going to show this off now. This part is removable. I kind of forgot why this is, but it's on oh crap, it's on a 3mm peg, but it's got some, it's actually clear plastic, but it's got some gold, white, and red painted over, and it looks very nice. But you can see that this has a groove shaped exactly like this. You just plug that in, there you go, you have it there. You do get clear plastic for the windshield and side windows, which does look very nice. Get some silver for these guns. These guns are also removable. These are like the smokestacks in vehicle mode, so these are removable. So that is pretty cool. You get some silver painted for the rims, which looks very nice. You get some more gold detail. These are, of course, the hands, but when you have the trailer on, it kind of covers that up. Everything here just kind of cleans up pretty nicely, and I think it looks really good. This doesn't have this part right here, back here, doesn't tab in very well, which kind of sucks, but it's not a huge deal. He does roll very, very nicely. The grill has some nice painted detail here, as well as these parts right here. This one is faded a little bit more than this, which is my only complaint. It's kind of the same thing on the other side. I don't think that looks too great, but what can you do? But you get pretty much everything you need to for an Armada Prime. You get the trailer hitch there, bring it in the trailer. All you got to do, have a little port here, and just plug that in, and there you go. Flip those up as well, and Prime can roll around on his trailer, and this just looks absolutely amazing. Now, in terms of comparison, I can't really do this properly or how I usually do it, so we're just going to try and do what we can. So for a quick comparison, here we have him next to, where is he? Yes, the Legacy Starscream from Transformers Armada, and you have that. There's that. That's pretty cool. And then here we have him next to the Legacy Evolution Armada Hotshot, and yes, this is the perfect duo right here. Absolutely amazing. I love this. This looks great. And last but not least, the last Legacy Evolution Armada figure that we got, which is, funnily enough, I can't believe that they did this, but you know, we have Megatron here. These two were wave mates. And I'm just going to say this, it's incredibly rare that you get the main hero and the main villain from the same series in the same exact wave. That's not heard of very often. So that was pretty cool because these both got revealed on the same stream and they are part of the same wave. That is cool. I like that. I don't know why they didn't do that with Starscream and Hotshot, considering that they're kind of like rivalries and considering the stars, you know, there's that. But this is cool. I can't believe that they did this, but just having these together is awesome. I love the design of Optimus Prime from Armada, and I love the design for Megatron and Armada. These are literally perfection. So yeah, but there we have the comparison between those. Now we've pretty much talked about the vehicle mode enough as it is, so let us get down to the transformation, specifically the cap. And here we have the Transformers Legacy Armada Commander Class Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and he looks perfect. We have pretty much everything you need for a proper Armada Optimus Prime, and this captures his look just amazingly. You have, you know, of course, the reds, the blues, we're not surprised about that. You got the golds, which is pretty much accurate to Prime. We don't have the gold fists, but I'm pretty sure that's an art thing. I don't think that was actually in the show, so I'll let that pass. I don't remember anything, but yeah, so it looks great. I absolutely love this. Just kind of, you know, looking legs up, you get the blue, you get a lot of like nicely molded detail. You get silver for these little sections here, gray for the legs. We get the like side skirts and the back skirt. Only complaint is that this doesn't really like to tab in properly, which kind of sucks. So that, you know, kind of separates, which, you know, is weird. Another thing that kind of sucks is this pops out too easily. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, everything else, you know, you get some more detail on the arms. These little smokestack sections, which are also guns, can also, you know, the little like blast effects that you can get can attach to these, which is also a fun little feature. You get some black painted for these sections here, some more gold painted for those, silver for this. This is the same exact grill. One thing I do like is that there are no faux parts on this whatsoever. Everything is pretty much as you saw in vehicle mode, pretty much on the robot mode. I love that. I love when they do that and not like do faux parts. Sometimes with faux parts, you know, I can understand why they have to do it, but if they have the chance to not make it a faux part and they do something like this, I love it. Perfect. But yeah, you get more molded detail pretty much going up here, tops of the shoulders, and that head looks amazing. It's a little hard to tell, but the eyes are painted yellow. You do get some gold for the head crest, you get some silver for the faceplate, and the head is just nicely sculpted in general. Now the back, you know, it's not too bad actually. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sure, it looks like he's got a backpack, but for this, it makes sense. The context here makes sense for why he's so chunky back here. So I will give it a pass. But overall, this figure looks absolutely amazing. Now you can actually give him his gun that he uses in his super mode. And so you can pop that in, and that doesn't look too bad. I think the gun works in both super mode and in his normal robot mode, so you know that looks really cool. But that is something that you can do. Now, when it comes to his articulation, first we have a ball joint at the head. You can look up that far and down that far, and you can rotate all the way around like so, as well as tilt side to side just a little bit. So you do have that. Arms can rotate all the way around like so, move out that much, and you do have a little bit of movement down in here as well. So if you want a little bit more dynamic posing, then you do have the option to do so. So you do have that. You get a swivel at the bicep, which can go all the way around, a double jointed elbow, which goes farther than 9 degrees, and it can bend backwards, but that is for transformation. And the fist does rotate all the way around. I'm not too sure. I kind of don't want to test it because it's a little hard to move because of all of this kind of blocking it. So actually, maybe you can. I don't want to test it, but yeah. So that is something that you can do. Now, unfortunately, because of how this is engineered, there's no waist swivel. You cannot swivel the waist. You could probably try and get something out of it, but let's be real here. When you have two things that swivel at once and you connect them, that's not gonna, give you a really good amount of range. So, there's that. Now, moving kind of everything out of the way, the side skirts do move out of the way as well as the back skirt. And what that allows is you do have range to kick forward and kick back pretty much all the way. The legs can spread pretty nicely, which is always appreciated. You do get a swivel at the thigh joint, a really, really nice bend at the knee, only 90 degrees, but still pretty nice. And you do have a very, very nice ankle pivot as well as a toe bend up and down. So articulation for Prime here is very, very nice. And with that being said, you get a lot of really, really nice posability out of this figure. And for a quick size comparison, here we have next to the Transformers Legacy Evolution Hotshot, Legacy Armada Starscream, and the Legacy Evolution Armada Megatron. Also, Prime can hold the Star Saber. It looks stupid small, but it's something you could do. Now, one cool feature that Prime does have here is that he does have a matrix of leadership, and it does come out as well. You just kind of swivel it out there, and there we have it. Nothing too special. It's just a piece of regular clear plastic that was painted gold, because you can kind of see the clear on that side and clear on the other side. So, but pretty nice little addition. It just kind of pops in the chest like that. It kind of adds some red in the center, I guess, which is interesting, but get that, just close it up, and that is one cool feature that you do get. Another thing, of course, is that the little cannons on the sides of the arms can pop off, and he can hold them like so. He can't hold them too well, but, it's something that you could do, so that is pretty cool. Now, one cool feature about this trailer is that we do get a base mode. Now, it's not 100% accurate to what it used to look like, but it's still one nonetheless. So let us get down to that transformation. And here we have the completed base mode, and sure, while it's not 100% accurate to what it looked like in Armada, it's still something. And you could still take Prime and just pop them on the base like so, or just at least try to, I guess, and you could have them go pew pew bang bang, quoting MGO on that on his base, and it works. It works pretty well. I like it a lot. Now, I will be getting into the super mode transformation, but I will be putting the trailer segment back into its trailer mode in order to kind of start the whole process, just so you guys can get a sense of, you know, that, essentially. So, let us move on. And here we have the Transformers Legacy Evolution Armada Optimus Prime in his super mode, and he looks amazing. This thing is an absolute unit. He is a brick, and I love it. He just captures his on-screen appearance just amazingly, and they did a really, really good job of pretty much everything on this figure. This is honestly the perfect Armada Optimus Prime at a retail price that you can find, and nothing, in my opinion, can beat it. I mean, of course there's third-party figures out there, but come on. Retail price, this is just amazing for what it is. just getting a full 360 of this thing. There is so much to see here. You get a lot of nice detail pretty much around the entire figure, and it is amazing. Now, yes, this isn't the best looking part. This does look interesting. I mean, there's a lot going on the back here, but everything is detailed. The side is detailed. The back is detailed. The front, of course, is detailed. There is so much just detail going on here, and I absolutely love it. When it comes to the paint, we get a lot more of that gold paint that we've gotten throughout the figure in like other parts, which looks absolutely amazing. Of course, we get some more molded detail, which looks very, very nice. Get some more gray, some more, you know, just same stuff that we've seen pretty much. But yeah, it just looks so cool. Now, one gripe that I do have is that I do unfortunately have paint chipping on both of these right here. You can see there's some blue kind of poking out, so that kind of sucks. But it's not a huge deal. It is something that I can work with. But yeah, this thing is just so amazing. You get that kind of like interesting looking Armada Prime head, and you know, it's pretty interesting to me. Now, one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of is this plate right here. You have to bring it up for super mode, but it kind of just like blocks his face. I would like to kind of like bring this down, but unfortunately, for, you know, sake of accuracy, this has to be put up, which, you know, kind of sucks, but, you know, not a huge deal. It is a little bit loose on me, which does suck also, but, you know, not too bad in my opinion. But yeah, everything about this figure is just simply god tier. There's nothing that you can go wrong with on this figure. It is just simply perfection, especially for a Armada Optimus Prime. But yeah, so when it comes to pretty much all of that, I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to in terms of details. So let's get down to articulation. So this is going to be a little hard to do, so let's do our best here. The head can look up and down a little bit and rotate all the way around like so, as well as some really nice side to side actually, which is also pretty cool, so I do enjoy that. The arms can rotate a full 360 like so. They can move out that much, and they can move up pretty much all the way like so, which is pretty cool. I don't have a lot of space in this review area, so bear with me please. But yes, you do have that. You got a swivel at the bicep, which can go all the way around. A very nice bend at the elbow, which is on a very strong ratchet joint. A swivel at the wrist, and some movable fingers, which is always appreciated. Now, one thing that I do feel like they were trying to do is the way that the hands are molded reminds me of the way that the Siege Commander class Jetfire hands were molded, because I feel like what they were going to do was make it to where it had that engineering where when you like close the fists, this like 3mm port rotates out, and then when you open the hands it like disappears. I wish that this had that. That would have been super cool, but instead it doesn't, and it just looks a little bit weird, so that's why I kind of prefer to have the fists closed. But not a huge deal. I just kind of wish that they included that, because I feel like that was a cool feature on that figure. I don't know why they got rid of it, but they should have kept it in my opinion, but that's just me. But when it comes to the arms, that's pretty much about it. This section right here can move forward and back, especially with the side skirts and the back skirts, so you do get some range in terms of leg movement, which is very nice. The legs can kick forward that much, and back not too much, because there's not too much, like, you know, going on back there. The legs can also split pretty much all the way, which is very, very nice. You do have a swivel at the thigh, a very nice bend at the knee, a little over 90 degrees, but not quite that much. And we do have a very nice pivot at the foot, as well as, you know, I guess a toe bend, which is pretty nice, I guess. But, you know, there's that, and also, I guess, like a backward heel bend. Yeah, so yeah, you have options there. And you also get a swivel at the waist, which is always appreciated. And one thing that's cool is that the waist can accommodate for that, so you can pull off some poses, you know, to the side. It doesn't look the best, because like this kind of like goes off to the side, which looks a little bit weird, but it's something you could do. I do personally wish that the waist swivel was up in here instead of down here, but with the way that it was engineered, I can understand why that was not the case. So with what they were able to do, they tried, and that's commendable. But overall, articulation for this guy is very, very nice, and because of it, you can pull off a lot of really nice poses. For a quick size comparison, here we have him next to the Legacy Armada Hotshot. And oh my god, he absolutely dwarfs him. The Legacy Armada Starscream and the Legacy Evolution Megatron. And I'm going to be completely honest. The entire show, Optimus could just literally do this. He dwarves Megatron. Yet he can never beat him. Like, okay, I understand plot convenience, but in my eyes, this is plot inconvenience. Cause how? But overall, for my final comments on this figure, he's just amazing to me. I feel like when this first got revealed, at least leaked, because unfortunately, you know, people have to steal figures. I was so excited to have a proper Armada Optimus Prime, because the original toy was cool. It had that cool gimmick where it could just, like, you know, if you transform a certain part of like the main, like the main figure, like the super mode, like the trailer part would just like transform by itself because it had like a remote control and thing. That was so cool to me. And then I heard reports that it kept lighting on fire. So that's great. But, you know, this doesn't do that. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. But anyways, I loved that figure. I thought it was so cool. I never owned it. Maybe that's for the best. You know, I kind of like my collection and everything in my house not getting lit on fire. But, you know, that figure was already cool to begin with, and then we have this. This is the pinnacle of Hasbro's engineering, and I think that this is honestly the perfect, at least one of Hasbro's best Optimus Prime toys ever made. Aside from SS-102, I think this year has seen some of the best Optimus Prime designs and some of the best molds that we've seen in a very, very long time. Now, sure, we have some good Optimus Primes out there, but this year has taken the cake for some of, or at least two of the best Optimus Primes that any of us have ever seen. So, yeah, but this entire lineup of Armada figures is just amazing. There's not one figure that is a miss. All of these figures are outstanding, and it just makes me really excited to see what we get next. I'd love to see Cyclonus. I would love to see, you know, Smokescreen. I'd love to see Red Alert. I'd love to see all of them. You know, if we get a Red Alert next, I'm gonna be so happy because I want to complete like my main Autobot lineup, at least from like the first season, like the first half of the first season. I'd love to see like the main three. So that'll be really cool. We already got Megatron and Starscream. We just need like a Cyclonus, and I can't remember the other character, but you know, still, I can't wait to see what more we get. I want an Armada collection, and so far this is really good. But I want every single character from Armada. Energon, I don't really know. We'll see, but you know, there's that. We already have some things from Cybertron. You know, we have the something upgrade Optimus Prime. So there's that. We have Legacy Metroplex, so that's pretty cool. Oh, Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime, that's what I was saying. But we have Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime based on Cybertron Optimus, which is already pretty cool. I mean, yeah, he's way smaller than that, but you know, we got you know, of course, Legacy Metroplex, which is amazing. I cannot wait to see what more we get just from the Unicron trilogy in general. I would even love to see a new Unicron. I know we might not get one, but come on. This is the Unicron trilogy. You can't have the Unicron trilogy without, well, what the trilogy is named after. But, you know, you get what I mean. But, you know. Anyways, point is, figure is amazing. It just perfectly complements this whole lineup. Can't wait to see what we get next. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much about it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.